Okay, we're going into the Trish McAvoy Perfector Corrector Foundation Stick in number 4. This is the deepest of the shade. I have gotten a bit tanned lately, but it still works with my neck area. Okay friends, one of the things that I realized about this foundation is it's a beautiful foundation. However, it's going to give you that wet like look to the skin. So I would let it sit for a few minutes and then go in with your setting powder. I am using the Fenty setting powder in Honey. I mentioned this in a previous video, and I am just, and I don't typically do this, but I'm just going to, and I have done so off camera, just setting this in place just to blur out any of that wet look that I was getting from the foundation. If you're into more of a hydrating look, that's great. I'm doing this before I go into my face powder. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to use the rose quartz from Trish McAvoy, and this is the 24-hour eyeshadow eyeliner. But before I do that, I want to go in with one of my OGs just to create a transition color before putting on the rose quartz, and this is the Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess, and I'm going to grab out like just a nice brown or a nice orange to go with that rose quartz. I'm gonna go in with the Scott Barnes number 62 brush. I'm gonna go into this beautiful orange first. It is number 5. Can you all see that? There we go. And I'm just gonna start right here above. This is such a beautiful color. It can act as a blush or it can act as a nice transition color, or a lid color, just depending on if you're going for a mono lid or if you're going for something with, you know, a variation of different colors. So I'm just laying down the base. I cannot wait to use this rose quartz because it is a beautiful color and I really want to show you all. Trish McAvoy is, I mentioned her in a previous video, a lot of her products are really good quality products. It's just the shade range. I would just love to see the shade range increase, but you're still getting quality with her products. Now I'm going to go into this brown shade right here. Again, just creating a gradient, starting on the outskirts and just bringing that in a little bit above my natural lid because I do want to create more real estate. So just adding a little bit of depth. That's what using 2 colors in your transition area does. Use a light color and then go 1 to 2 shades darker. Okay, so now we're gonna go into the rose quartz. And again, this is just a beautiful shade. Would look great on any skin tone. You can use this as an eyeliner or you could use it as a eyeshadow. I'm gonna use it as a shadow today. It is beautiful. Wow. Bringing that up just a little bit. And don't worry, you're gonna clean it up at the end. So leaving this like this because it is an eyeshadow and you don't have to lock it in with anything. So I'm just gonna go on the other eye here. Wow, this is gorgeous. This gives a nice youthful look. And this is what this does. What I'm gonna do is just clean right around the periphery with my Scott Barnes number 62 brush. Just taking that outward. And I definitely say, you know, you can go in with a flat tapered brush that's really tight. And all you need to do is just press that in just so that it's, you know, evenly distributed and you see no lines, even though I don't see any lines, but just in case, just tap that in place just for a more seamless application. Carve out those lines. This almost looks like a cut crease. You know, we would use our stuff for a cut crease. So I'm getting a little bit of movement here because this brush is dry, but I'm gonna go back. It's not the Trish McAvoy's fault. It's not the rose quartz fault. It's my fault. So I'm gonna go in and just reapply this right on top. What I do love about this too is that it's buildable. It's not when you put it on, it's moving the other product around. It's just laying nicely on top. This is gorgeous, friends. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in with my number 62 and I'm just gonna clean this up just around the periphery. Not adding any more product to my brush. Just so when I close my eyes, that people will still see it looking up. People, I'm not going anywhere. But just imagine when you close your eyes and you're out and you're looking down, you still want the eyeshadow to look really nice when you close your eyes down. And you can do that by looking down while you're putting on your makeup to make sure that, hey, when I look down at the menu, that when they see me close my eyes, it's still pretty. Wow, that is stunning. It's creamy, it's beautiful, it's buildable, and it lasts 24 hours. That's what they say. Now, I won't sleep in this for 24 hours to test that out, but that's what the claims are. We're gonna go into lips using the Trish McEvoy Liquid Lip Color, and this is in the shade Power Red. So we're gonna try this one. Okay, friends, so I finished off my face. I'm going in with this liquid lip color in Power Red from Trish McEvoy. I'm not gonna use a lip pencil. I will show you it with and without the lip pencil, but first I wanna show you it without the lip pencil so you can see the true finish of this liquid lip, because sometimes when we start using pencils, it interferes with the true color, and I really wanna show you the beauty of this color before using a lip liner. So this does have a very long doe foot applicator, as you can see here. And I'm just gonna start from the inside of my lips and work out, which most makeup artists will tell you to do. Starting from the inside. Just lining my lips a little bit and then taking it over to the corners. And if you want a fuller lip with something like this, go over the natural lip line. Just taking this up. So I'm creating my line already onto my lip line. This one is not like your Fenty, so I definitely say you're gonna probably go back into this product to get some more off, but it is a beautiful finish. So let me show you what this would look like if you were to use a liner. I'm gonna show you what this burgundy looks like. I get a lot of compliments when I do the burgundy, so if you're wanting to experiment with your red liquid lip colors or red lipsticks, I'd say opt for a burgundy other than a brown if you really want to see major contrast, and especially if you're wearing colors like pink. Like I have on a pink top here that's kind of off the shoulder. Burgundy and red, they look beautiful together. So I'm just gonna start lining my lips, gonna overline it just a little bit. This is the Ellery pencil from ColourPop. I've had this for a while and it is gorgeous. I just love this, and sometimes I would wear this and just blur this out with my fingers and put a lip gloss on top. But I'm gonna go in with this red because I know that it's gonna look beautiful. So we're just gonna start inner, work outward. I love the doe foot applicator because it's nice and long, which means that you get more product on the doe foot applicator where you don't have to go back in unless you want to. And I'm gonna take this doe foot right into that burgundy. If you're doing something like this and you're using the doe foot applicator, we wanna clean this really, really well before putting it back into our product. So A, we don't contaminate the product, and B, we don't change the true color of the product itself. So you see, I just used tissue to clean it off. And then what you do is you'd spray with isopropyl alcohol and then go back into your product after you let it, kind of dry a little bit before you put it into your bottle. So I'm just going to finish off my lips and then I'll come right back. Okay, friends, let's talk about everything. The Trish McEvoy, let's see what it's called, Correct and Even Full Face Perfector. I am in love with this. And the reason why I say that is because this can hide your dark circles. It can even out your skin tone. It is great for hiding hyperpigmentation. And as you can see in the video, I didn't have to go in with a concealer. This is that. And, you know, the only downside I would say is that the shade range should be expanded so that everybody can enjoy how great this product is. I think it only stops at 4 and it starts at 1. I will say I had to go in with my Mario Badescu just to help to distribute it onto the skin. I mean, you can go in with a beauty blender, but just remember, beauty blenders take up more, they take off more product because it's a sponge. It's going to absorb more as opposed to using a brush. So I use my stripling brush to really get this in, and I love using a tightly packed foundation brush with this because this is of a thicker consistency. This is not like your Tom Ford or like your Double Wear or your YSL. This has a thicker consistency. And what I do suggest also when it comes to using something with a sponge like this, you want to clean this off in between uses, spray with isopropyl alcohol, let it sit for a little bit, then close it back up. That way it's sanitized, because again, with sponges, bacteria loves to multiply on sponges. But I do love the sponge applicator on this because it does help to control how much product you use. You know, sometimes we can use a lot of foundation on the back of our hands and then go onto the face and it's just too much foundation. This helps you to control how much you're using onto the face, and that's why I do love this. It's more focused to a particular area. So if you have hyperpigmentation and you just want to get those areas, you can dab this into that area because it's more focused because of the sponge applicator. But that does not mean that you should not use something to assist it. If you're using your fingers, you might be okay with just the heat from your fingers, but I would say use a hydrating spray or some sort of spray or oil to help to distribute this. I'm going to go into rose quartz now. This 24-hour eyeshadow and eyeliner. Yes. Let it dry for a little bit, but this is great. It is buildable. It does not move around. And you all saw, I just put it on and it glided on with no issues, no patchiness, no problems. If you want, you can go on top of this with a shimmer shade, a shimmer, not glitter, but a shimmer shade. Because Trish McEvoy's tip is you want to look more youthful and you don't want to look clowny, go after a shimmer as opposed to going after a glitter shade. The next thing I wanted to bring to your attention, friends, is the Trish McEvoy Power Red Liquid Lip. I absolutely love this. You all saw that I did the application with and without a lip liner, and it's still giving you a beautiful finish either way, true color. And using it with a burgundy or a brown or even a red lip liner is still going to look absolutely beautiful. But I wanted to show you the versatility of using a color like this. You don't have to go with a red lip pencil. The doe foot applicator is nice and long. It is great for having more product at the end part of it. I want to show you this. Okay, so you get enough product at the tip, but if you need more product, there's a lot of product to the bottom, so you don't have to dip back in here. And I don't know if she did that on purpose or did this long because, and this could be multiple reasons why she did it, but to get, you know, in the corners with ease, because this is kind of flat like a spatula, if you could see here, where you can get really tight in those corners on the sides of the mouth and bring this in. So that was really thoughtful. And this is a lot of product. I can't see the ounces in this product, but you're getting a lot of product with this. And I really do love this. And again, a quick tip, if you're using a darker liner and you're using this doe foot, clean it off, spray it with isopropyl alcohol, let it sit for a couple of seconds, and then go back into the bottle with your applicator. If you all have any questions about any of these products, do let me know. I will tell you, this does not feel like I have makeup on, even though this is a heavier foundation. It is very lightweight on the face. The lipstick, the liquid lip, you all know that I'm a matte girl, but this liquid lip is so comfortable on the lips, and it's not sliding and moving around, which is one of the reasons why I opt for a matte as opposed to a liquid lip. It gives me a glossy finish, and it's given me just enough pigmentation. I don't want a lot of pigmentation when I'm first going on with my liquid lips. I want to be able to build it up. So this gives you that. Thank you, Trish McEvoy, for really thinking about some, I mean, she's a makeup artist, but she was also a dermatologist. One of the things she says too is to make sure that you exfoliate before and after you use makeup to get that cell turnover. So you can use a mild exfoliant, and you want to have a smooth canvas before you start putting makeup on. I've learned a lot from Trish McEvoy, including bronzing. Okay, it's like a brisk walk, she says. So anyway, let me know if you all enjoyed this video. Do give it a thumbs up, do share it. But I wanted to show you all that, you know, there's some underrated, really great quality products that are still in the luxury line that we don't really hear about often. We hear about Guerlain, we hear about Chanel, we hear about Chanel and Tom Ford, but there's also Trish McEvoy. So hopefully, if you all want to see more products that is underrated, or if you want to see more from me using Trish McEvoy's products that I do have, then definitely let me know down below. I am so grateful to my job for actually giving us these products, and it's great to, you know, mess around with them and see how they're going to last over time, what they're going to do they hold true to their claims, that kind of thing. So I didn't purchase these products. My job graciously gave us this makeup, and if they're watching, I love you all. Thank you so much. And hopefully you all enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe. Definitely be a part of the family, and I'll see you all in my next one. Ciao for now.